What if I told you one short surah contains the entire message of the Quran, revealed in a time of darkness in Makkah when truth was forgotten and hearts were lost? This surah changed everything. Surah Al-Fatiha, recited in every prayer yet rarely understood. In the next few minutes, you'll see why this surah is not just words but a complete guide to life. Dear brothers and sisters, Surah Al-Fatiha was revealed at a time known in history as the Age of Ignorance, Jahiliyyah. This was an era of ignorance, darkness, and misguidance. People did not recognize the truth and had forgotten guidance. If we look at the religious condition of the Arabs at that time, we see that they believed in Allah as the creator, but in worship they associated others with Him. The Kaaba in Makkah was filled with idols. Instead of turning directly to Allah, people used idols as intermediaries. The concept of the hereafter, accountability, and judgment had almost disappeared from society. The moral and social condition was also terrible. If you're finding this reflection meaningful so far, consider supporting the channel by liking this video and subscribing for more content that helps us better understand the Quran. Drinking alcohol, gambling, usury, and adultery were common practices. Baby girls were buried alive at birth. Orphans, the poor, and the weak had no rights. The strong made the laws and the weak were oppressed. The political and social structure was chaotic. There was no organized state system. Tribal pride and revenge dominated life. Wars would continue for generations over a single qatl. Powerful tribes, especially Quraysh, controlled the leadership and economy of Makkah. In such a dark and misguided society, Allah revealed Surah Al-Fatiha, the first chapter of the Quran, the gateway to guidance. In the very first verse, it was declared, "All praise is for Allah, the Lord of all worlds," meaning the owner of everything is Allah alone. Then it was said, "He is the most merciful, the most compassionate, and the master of the day of judgment." People were taught, "We worship only Allah and we seek help only from Him." Finally, the most important supplication was taught, the prayer for the straight path, Sirat al-Mustaqim. Surah Al-Fatiha is not just a chapter recited in prayer. It is a complete declaration to bring a misguided society back to the right path. Whenever Tawheed becomes weak in society, whenever morality declines, the teachings of Surah Al-Fatiha become necessary once again. In terms of revelation order, it is the fifth surah. Before it came Surah Al-Muddathir and after it Surah Al-Lahab. According to the current arrangement of the Quran, it is the very first surah. It is placed at the beginning because it summarizes the entire message of the Quran in a few words. It was revealed in the early Makkan period and consists of 7 verses. Fatiha means opening, beginning, or introduction. This surah has 3 names. Fatihat al-Kitab, opening of the book, because the Quran begins with it. Al-Quran, mother of the Quran, because it contains the core message of the entire Quran. As-Sabul Mathani, the 7 oft-repeated verses, because its 7 verses are recited repeatedly in every prayer. What is the major theme of this surah? Recognizing Allah, praising Him, declaring His greatness, worshipping Him alone, seeking help only from Him, and constantly asking Him for guidance. At the beginning of the surah, Allah introduces Himself as Rabb, Lord, explaining His role, managing the universe and fulfilling the needs of His servants. At the end, He reminds us of our role as servants, to worship Him alone. Surah Al-Fatiha is not linked to any single surah. Rather, it is connected to all surahs of the Quran. In fact, the remaining 113 surahs are a detailed explanation of Surah Al-Fatiha. That is why in prayer, it is recited along with another surah. The Quran is not an ordinary book. It is a prescription for life. Each surah was revealed according to human needs. Surah Al-Fatiha was not revealed for a specific incident. Rather, it is a remarkable gift from Allah to the Muslim Ummah. At the time of its revelation, idol worship was widespread around the Kaaba. Through Surah Al-Fatiha, Allah declared the essence of Tawheed. No one but Allah deserves worship. Not idols, not ideologies, nothing else. At that time, the disbelievers were severely persecuting Muslims. Through this surah, Allah gave comfort. Be patient. On the day of judgment, everyone will receive what they deserve. By teaching the prayer for the straight path, Allah united the Muslim Ummah under one identity. We are all followers of the straight path. What are the segments of this surah? The first part introduces Allah. The middle part reminds us of the covenant between Allah and His servant. The last part describes the servant. What is the virtue of this surah? Surah Al-Fatiha is the most greatest surah of the Quran. The Prophet said to a companion, I will teach you the greatest surah in the Quran. That surah is Surah Al-Fatiha. Bukhari 4474. Healing. The Prophet said that Surah Al-Fatiha is a cure for all diseases. Once Jibreel was sitting with the Prophet when a door from the sky opened, something that had never happened before. An angel descended and said, O Prophet of Allah, receive glad tidings of two lights given only to you. Surah Al-Fatiha and the last verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. Recite even a single letter from them and you will be rewarded. The more you reflect on the universe, the more you will recognize Allah. The central theme of this surah is a complete supplication, seeking guidance and success from Allah. Recognition of Allah's power and mercy. Allah is the Lord of all worlds, the King of kings. This title belongs only to Him. Despite His infinite power, He is extremely merciful to His servants. All praise belongs to Him. Affirmation of the Day of Judgment. Allah created the universe, provides air, water and sustenance, and will take account of all deeds on the Day of Judgment. Declaration of servitude and seeking help. Only before Him should humans bow, and only from Him should help be sought. Guidance to the straight path. We must ask Him to guide us and protect us from misguidance. In Surah Al-Fatiha, humanity is divided into three groups. Those who are guided, they have knowledge and act upon it. Prophets, the truthful, martyrs and the righteous. Those who earned Allah's anger, they have knowledge but do not act upon it. For example, Jews. Those who are astray, they act without knowledge. For example, Christians. The Quran repeatedly presents examples of these groups. Our task is to reflect deeply. Are we falling into the traits of the ghadab, those who earned anger, or the misguided? Bismillah may seem small, but it is powerful. It connects you directly to Allah. Starting any action with Bismillah means it is no longer yours alone. Allah's help accompanies it. Angels assist and the universe supports it. Even worldly actions become acts of worship. Surah Al-Fatiha teaches us the etiquette of dua. A servant should begin by praising Allah, call upon Him by His beautiful names, and ask with hope and fear. One should ask not only for good but also protection from evil. The surah teaches us to ask for the straight path. What does it mean? Simply, Islam. But also, it means the ability to make correct decisions in life. Whenever you are confused about a decision, say, O Allah, guide me to the straight path. This small dua becomes a light in darkness. Some important terms. Allah, derived from Ilah, the one worthy of worship and obedience by all creation. Rahman and Rahim, derived from Rahim, womb, symbolizing deep mercy and love. Rahman refers to Allah's universal mercy in this world for all creation. Rahim refers to His special, eternal mercy for believers in the hereafter. Ibadah, worship, complete obedience with humility and devotion, following Allah's commands without question. As we come to the end, we realize Surah Al-Fatiha is not just a surah we recite, it is a conversation we live, a reminder of who Allah is, a reflection of who we are, and a constant call to return to the straight path. Every time we stand in prayer, we repeat these words, not out of habit, but as a sincere plea for guidance, clarity, and success. So the next time you recite Surah Al-Fatiha, pause, reflect, and truly connect with its meaning. Because within these 7 verses lies the guidance for a lifetime. If this reminder benefited you, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more reflections that bring us closer to the Quran. And may Allah guide us all to the straight path.